Hello, it's Kaylin here. I'm going to be. That was a bug. I'm going to be performing. I'm not really performing, but sorry, I'm kind of sick. Reading your tarot cards for your love and relationship. And I like to just start off with clearing the air with this sage. Just make sure the energy is really good. I'll set myself on fire. It's fine. It's just one of those days, am I right? Okay. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so this is gonna be for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. And it's just gonna be a love reading. Focus in your energies on what you want to get out of this, and I can try and pick that up and make a clear reading for you Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising. So let's just start. Higher Source Spirit, please give me a sign, message, clear sign and clear message for Virgo, love, Sun, Moon, Rising. Please give me your higher power. Please give me a message, a clear message for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Okay. Let's get this one. So what is this? Queen of Swords, upright. See, Aquarius had that. Sun, Moon, Rising, Virgo. Please give me a clear message for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, love. Higher power, source, spirit, God. Let me give a clear message to help Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Devil in reverse, Three of Cups in reverse. Please give me, okay. Four of Cups upright. I'll show you these cards in a second. Virgo. Please give me a clear message for Virgo. Higher Source, Spirit, God. Please give me Please give me a clear sign for Virgo. Higher. Okay, this is what flips. Three of Swords upright. Please give me a clear sign for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Higher Spirit, help me give a clear message to Virgo. We're just going to get a few more cards. Sun, Moon, Rising. Love. Help me decipher what the message is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. A clear message. Okay. Okay, so let's just get these. Okay, I'm going to pull this top one because it seemed like it wanted to come out as well. So this is Ten of Wands reverse. That was in Gemini's reading. Nine of Pentacles, and the Fool was in Cancer's reading, I want to say. So let's just go down the line again really quickly. Queen of Swords upright in Aquarius's reading. The Devil reverse. Three of Cups reverse. Three of Cups was in few readings. My goodness, it was in Cancer's, and I want to say Aries, but definitely Cancer. Don't hold me to Aries. No, Scorpios? I'm not sure, but definitely Cancers. Four of Cups upright. Three of Swords upright. Ten of Wands reverse. That was in Gemini's. Nine of Pentacles upright. The Fool upright, and that was in Cancers. Okay, so already I'm getting a lot of energy of Aquarius here. The Fool represents Uranus, which is the planet of Aquarius. Also, it can represent Aries. This was in Aquarius's reading, and I just feel this is Aquarius right now. The Queen of Swords upright, definitely Aquarius. The Devil reverse represents Capricorn, and since it's reverse, so let's just talk for the super singles first. Let's get that message out. For the super singles, I'm getting you wanting to reach out to a Capricorn and try and go down that road with a Capricorn. This Capricorn might be in a relationship already, and you reaching out would not be a good idea, because the Capricorn energy cannot share that love with three of you, or the two of you, so that would not work. But it might be talking about someone who's Capricorn and also some type of water sign with sun, moon, rising, and just basically emphasizing that reaching out to them romantically would not be the best decision. Meditate on it. Super single Virgo, sun, moon, rising, meditating on it. Figuring out who you're trying to offer your cup to. I'm so sorry about the noise. I usually do this later at night, so it's not that loud, but I'll figure something out. Hope that doesn't bother you, Virgos. So like, I think you're meditating on who you're trying to offer your cup to. Three of Swords, you might be dealing with a fresh heartbreak or something related to a dagger in the heart. Isn't that a song? I don't know. Ten of Wands reverse. It might just be feeling like things are out of control. Nine of Pentacles. Financially, you might be doing well, those super singles. Something that might have to do with a bird. Maybe you're interested in getting a bird. Maybe someone wants a bird in your life. It's either financially, maybe there is an actual bird somehow related. Or maybe you're free as a bird. And you're just ready to offer your love to whoever you want. But also, like I said, this also represents Aquarius. So let's say you're like figuring out who exactly... Okay, this is also something else I'm picking up on situationships, but for super singles, or, I mean, this could be either or, but you might be trying to figure out who you're trying to offer your cup of love to. It's like you have a Three of Swords. You've been cut in the heart a few times. It could seem out of control, but you know, you're free as a bird. You might be doing well financially. You might have another rose to offer. It just kind of seems like it's very lighthearted. There's no Hermit here, which is the card for Virgo, which would make me think you're actually you're really like doing some self-isolation right now and figuring out what it is that you want, but it seems like you're kind of just going with all these different energies, and it doesn't really, it's like you take one moment to meditate and this is good, but then it's like you're meditating on the pain and suffering that you went through, and then that causes some type of not confusion, some type of like despair. It seems like things are out of your control. So you might just decide to go with the flow or something, or you might be deciding to go with an Aquarius when the Capricorn might be in a relationship. So you might be deciding to go with an Aquarius. or someone who's really free-spirited, or an Aries. But I'm also getting like just free, going with the flow, about to fall off of this iceberg into water, deep water. It might be like you're about to fly high and then hit rock bottom, unfortunately, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. That's another way I'm reading it, is like you're kind of being a little, unlike you, I'd say, a little bit more careless with who you're trying to I'm so sorry, who you're trying to like offer your love to. And for some others, for situationships, let's just dive into that. I'm also getting that if this isn't you, then this might be your partner, but like, let's just do vice versa. If this resonates for you, then it's about you. If it doesn't, if it's about your partner, that's about your partner. Someone is reaching out to a Capricorn and they're in a relationship. And, you know, it's not, this reminds me of Aquarius. I had Aquarius. This was an Aquarius's reading. It's like, but it could be you. This is good energy, but it's like you're sidetracked. You're not going down the right path. And this towards the Capricorn card or the devil in reverse just shows like there's some type of negative energy, toxic, temptation. And I'm wanting to say that you would be the third party if you did reach out, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. And it's like, you're meditating on what it is that you're trying to offer. You're meditating on what your cup is. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's so gross. Virgo, I know it probably freaks you out. 3 of Swords, upright. It's like you have had all of these swords in your heart, but it's like you're going for someone who's already in a relationship, Virgo. You are off path from the very beginning. You are sidetracked, and I don't understand. Like, it seems like this little card with this card is just toxic energy. So I mean, I understand like you might be sidetracked, but it's not a good move, and you're not focusing. You might just be wanting to say hello, like, oh, hi, how are you? But you know good and well that you like this person, this Capricorn reverse, or whoever this energy is, Sun, Moon, Rising, Capricorn. This could be your partner doing this. That it's known that the Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising probably is reaching out for the wrong reasons. When they should be focused and meditating on what they're trying to offer, what they want to do differently, how not to have this situation happen where there's like daggers in the heart. But if you're going for someone who's already in a relationship, then I mean, what do you expect, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising? Like, not trying to be rude, but it's just very clear that, I mean, it's probably, anytime you're dealing with a toxic relationship, it's definitely hard. So I'm not trying to be rude about it, but it's you being sidetracked, and this party that you're about to wave to is already in a relationship. And it's like you're free as a bird. It's like you possibly got stabbed in the heart from reaching out to whoever this toxic situation is. Like, you reaching out and saying hello, like there being some type of communication there leads with you stabbed in the heart. Or there could be like no communication, no no communication with whoever this toxic partner is from your past, or whoever you're trying to reach out to that you know is toxic. And it's like you're meditating on what it is you're trying to offer. What is the cup that you're missing? And the Three of Swords here, just, it's the stabbing of the heart. Like, it's out of your control. Maybe you needed to learn that sometimes toxic relationships teach you something and it's out of your control. And then maybe for some of you super singles, maybe like this lesson has allowed you to be as free as a bird, and like allowed you to just share your emotions and not be afraid of them. That's for some of you. But for others of you, you're choosing to be sidetracked, and you're choosing to not meditate fully on what it is you're trying to offer now. You're just meditating, or you're thinking about how something didn't work out, and then it makes you feel out of control. And it's like you're just looking to offer something. It's like you just want to offer something. It's like you're free as a bird. I am getting that you are free-spirited. You might have Sagittarius in your Sun, Moon, Rising as well, but it makes me feel like this is a little bit reckless, though. Almost like you might be offering this person something again, and they hurt you, and it's like you're offering something else. Like, that's for some of you. But for others of you, you've learned your lesson, and now you're just free, and you're not afraid of your emotions, and you can just express them, which is really good. But for others of you, it's like these two from start to finish. We have this person, Queen of Swords, is on the right path but is looking the wrong way. And then this person is about to just jump off this iceberg. But you notice that this icy... For some of you, you're warming up also. Like I said, for some of you, you have learned a lesson. You're warming up. You're not afraid of your emotions. You don't have any swords anymore. You just have a rose. You're just here to offer your love. But I'm a little nervous as to who you're trying to offer this to. Because I don't know if you meditated fully on what it is you want. Is something else. Do you get what I mean? It's like, it just seems a little careless. Because with this card, with the Four of Cups, it's like you have all of these here, and then there's just one above you. It's almost like there's just one, you have these other offers, and there's only one that you really want, which is for some of you, like I said, you're just still being careless with whoever this toxic person is, and you're just ready to jump off a cliff for them, even though you haven't fully meditated on what it is you're trying to get. And this person, it's like a stab in the heart. Reversal, something really toxic, addictions. It's out of control. It's out of control. And you might be trying to look at it as you being free-spirited or something, or maybe you are free-spirited and this is why you do these things, but it's not good because this is a toxic situation. It's supposed to be teaching you a lesson, but instead, you're choosing to look at it recklessly. Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising. That is just the tea. And for those of you in relationships, I am still getting third-party energy. Someone is reaching out to a toxic ex, a toxic person, a toxic situation, something addictive, temptation. It's just not okay. I have no idea. But the temptation there. I'm so sorry, but like there's no tower though, so it's like there's no breakup. There's just toxic energy with someone in the relationship reaching out to someone that they shouldn't be reaching out to, and it's like they're so off track. Like this is a really good energy. Like I said, I pulled this for Aquarius. This is a really good card, but they're off track. They're a little guarded. The only positive that I will note is like at the beginning there was the sword, and then at the end there's someone who's just free spirited. But what I'm worried about is like these are two extremes. Okay, like one person is guarded. I mean, I wouldn't say extremes because this person still has really good energy, but you know what I mean. They're guarded, and the other person is just like free, like, oh, like I'll just fall off a cliff. But it's like they're warming up. That is another positive. It's just, for some of you, I'm feeling like someone is reaching out to someone else toxic. And I'm not feeling like this is in the relationship. This is a third party energy. You're reaching out to someone, or your partner is reaching out to someone else. You or the partner is reaching out to someone else, and this is a third party energy. And for others of you, whoever you're reaching out to, who is toxic, might not even choose you. Like, they might be single. They might not even be in a relationship. They might be single. But they're not going to even choose you either, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Like, they have options, and you're not going to be the pick. And it's like a stab in the heart. And this is supposed to teach you something, but instead, I just feel like it's out of your control. It's almost like you're looking at it like, oh, like, this is out of my control. There's nothing I can do about it. But really, you aren't taking the time to figure out what it is that you want. You aren't learning the lesson. It might, in turn, make you look at things like almost like a player. I'm so sorry. Almost like a player, where you just give your rose out to everyone because you're not learning from this lesson. Instead of dealing with it, you're just gonna act like, oh, like free spirit, like, oh, like I'll just give my rose to everyone. No shade, literally no shade. It's relatable. Definitely, but I don't have a Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, but this is very relatable. Sometimes you don't want to take that moment to really figure out what it is that you want. And for a small group of you, this is all just about you and you not being able to process how a relationship in the past ended. Someone cheated on you, or someone left the relationship and went to a third party, and you might just be afraid of getting hurt again. So, and because there's no control in that, you might just be a free spirit and hook up with a lot of people. No shade, honestly. No shade on that. You might just be hooking out with a lot of people, though. And you might just be like the player, because you might be afraid of getting hurt. That's what I'm getting also for some of you. And then for those of you who aren't afraid of getting hurt, you are just going in deep end. Like, you're realizing that there really is no control, and that you just have to be you. You just have to be a free spirit. You just have to be happy. And honestly, I think that is a really good way of looking at it, as long as you realize that this third party energy that was at the beginning of this reading, either you did this or your partner did this. If you did this, you need to take some time and realize, obviously, the lesson there, why it happened, what was the purpose, why you did that. And then if this happened to you, you can't be afraid to fall in love again. You can't just throw your rose out to anyone and have no one there to catch you, you know? You're not a bird. It's like you think you're a bird or something. Like, you think you could just fly away, but really you're just gonna fall and hit rock bottom or something. So for some of you who were the ones, the Virgo, you were the one who reached out to someone who's toxic and stepped out of your relationship or whatever, you think you can fly away and not take responsibility, but you're just going to hit rock bottom. You're going to learn the lesson regardless. Like, the lesson has to be learned. It's either going to happen to you or it's going to happen again. It's just the way life is. You have to learn these lessons, and it's like a test almost to see what it really is that you want. Like, what are you trying to manifest here? It's like you have these offers in front of you, but you're choosing to ignore them, and you just want one thing that's in the top of your mind. Like, but sometimes you have to, like, realize that you're not gonna always get that whenever you want it or at all, possibly. And you have to really think about what it is you're trying to manifest, what it is that you really want. But this toxic relationship at the beginning with a possible Capricorn and water, maybe Aquarius, you still need to look ahead of you. You don't need to just be careless and fly away from something that you have to deal with it. So Virgo, this is a pretty tense reading, but I think this was a very clear reading for me, honestly. Very to the point, and I hope you felt the same. Good luck. I feel like, and also most of those were upright. So that means it's positive. It's progressive, but just remember, there are so many lessons we're going to have to learn. Do unto others that you would want done to you, because in a situation where you were the one who stepped out, there's a very high chance that the same thing is going to happen to you, because it's just the way life is. You just have to learn how it feels to be on both sides of the coin. And if that happened to you, you can't be afraid to love someone. You have to deal with the pain and not fly away from it. That was a really great reading, Virgo, and I hope it helped you, give you some clarity. I'll see you soon.